Hey you guys, thanks so much for clicking on my channel with All Smiles Over Here. I am Will Sanja's like asking the question, will Sanja help you keep your smile for today? And hopefully the answer is yes, you guys. I'm trying to keep you long. Y'all knowing I have already been on here today, but I just had to come back on here. I had a moment. I'm in the middle of working, but I was just thinking on my break is that I'm so grateful of how God loved me when I didn't know how to love myself. And what did I mean by that? Years ago in my early 20s, and every once in a while, you know, you'll have a moment of that where you question what it is that you do, or question yourself, or you think you're not good enough, you think you're not pretty enough, you think your hair is not long enough, you think you're not skinny enough, you think you're not fat enough or plump enough, you think you're not light enough, you think you're not dark enough, you just think you're just not enough, period. It could be from many reasons, either somebody is planting a seed in your head to make you think that or what have you. But when you in the moment when you're not loving yourself, you have to just go back and think. God always does little things in between that time of you thinking that to assure you that you are more than enough, that you are enough to do whatever it is that you're thinking about that you want to do. Any gift and talents that you have, you can do it. You got it within you. You just got to unlock that thing. How do you unlock it? By loving yourself from within. And once you start doing that, let me tell you this, to do that, like I told you before, you got to start being grateful and thankful. That's one thing that initiates that, being able to love yourself from within. But the good news is that I just got so overwhelmed. I was like, you know what, I'm so grateful that even when I was having my moments, and every once in a while you have a moment, that God still lets you know by doing something, let you know, girl, you know you that bag of chips and that 3-liter soda and that Kit Kat and Snicker bar, you all that and a bag of chips and that 3-liter soda. He'll always do something for you to show you that you got what it takes. Y'all keep that in mind, because when you're asking God for stuff, once you start living from within, which means that you are loving from within and you are loving on yourself, listen, you can go far. There's nothing, you will become unstoppable. And I'm not saying you won't have a moment where you sit down and you question, can I really do this? Do I really have what it takes to do this? I'm here to tell you that you do. Keep loving on yourself from within. And I'll also tell you guys that, you know, you're asking and requesting things and you putting in the work, right? Which means you're looking for a upgrade, right? So when you get upgraded, I want to warn you and tell you, don't get frustrated, because you know with upgrades come what? It will appear to be a challenge, but normally when you get an upgrade, you think, oh, when I get this or when I get that, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. This is, you got everything mapped out of how it's going to go when you finally get what you've been, requesting when you get that upgrade. But you guys forget that when you get the upgrade, it comes with new instructions. You heard what I said, new instructions. Just like if you get a new computer or a new phone, you're not going to get that new device and think you're going to operate it like you did the last one. Or you're not going to get that new position and think that you're going to operate in the old position, in the new position. It's not going to work like that. You're going to have to learn the proper protocols to actually operate in the new position. And thus, sometimes when you operate in a new protocol, in a new position, or using that new phone or whatever, it may get frustrating because you get used to the oldness. You get used to how it was so easy for you to do this, even though you was frustrated with that old position or frustrated with that old phone, but you knew how to work that thing, right? I'll give you an example. My husband, I have a Note 9, S9 Note, yeah, Samsung, and I love this phone, right? But my other Samsung, I knew how to get to it and push this button and get to the screen that I wanted. But this new phone I have, the sides slant over. So any slight move that I do on the side of my phone, it will change my screen. And at first I was like, ugh. Oh my goodness. So first I was like, oh my goodness, really? Change the screen in the middle of me recording? Y'all, it was doing that to me. But I had to say, whoa, girl, you know your old phone was cutting up because you couldn't hardly record on that one and it wouldn't let you do certain things on it. So you know you wanted to upgrade. Now you got to upgrade. Now you got to get used to how to operate this thing. So now I finally, quote unquote, almost got this thing down. So now I'm really enjoying it. I'm really thankful that I had the mentality to just calm down and just learn how to operate my new upgrade. And I want to tell you guys, when you get upgraded, just go through the flow. It's going to seem like it's frustrating. It's going to seem like it's taking too long. It's prolonged for you to finally get used to the upgrade. Because sometimes what we do, I say we because I've been there. Sometimes when you've been given the upgrade, you get so frustrated because you have put a time limit a time frame on how long it's going to take for you to operate that thing like a pro, right? So what you end up doing, because you can't be patient, you can't wait enough just to get that mentality, that learning, and to learn it, right? You try to sabotage it and like, you know what, I don't think I want this anymore. I think I want to go back to my old phone. This is just too much for me. Don't sabotage your upgrade. Do not sabotage your upgrade. Listen, when you get upgraded, new things arise. You have to learn the challenges, the new instructions that come with it. That's just how it is when you get blessed, when you get upgraded. You have to learn how to operate in that new position, that new phone, that new car. I know some people get new cars. They're like, this air don't work in here. What's going on this air? Well, did you read the manual? You know, your old car just had the word AIR over the knob. Well, you in something that got all digital. So you need to get the manual so you could know how to operate that new car. So y'all don't get frustrated in that, okay? Not only that tip, I guess I'm giving y'all tips for today because I already gave y'all tips on how to vibrate, get into the vibration of abundance. I guess this is more tips to help you guys just to be appreciative of your upgrade when you get it and not to get frustrated doing it. And also to know that when you are failing to love on yourself, God still loves on you. But y'all keep that in mind. I'm not going to keep y'all long. I just felt like I wanted to come on here and tell y'all I'm checking my time because I don't want to keep y'all longer than what I should. And I got to get back to work. But you guys, y'all make sure that you keep that in mind. Love on yourself. I'm not saying I will say this. Sometimes, I'll say this. You can stay in alignment and connected 24/7. You can 24/7 for the majority of the day. I'll say that. Most people think it's impossible. It's really not. To help you do that, you just have to be conscious of being thankful throughout the day. It's a lot of people who do that. You think of a lot of people have different procedures to help them to get throughout the day. You know, I'll say like Muslims and Christians and people who are they do certain things out of their fast throughout the day that help them keep them actually aligned and connected. Some people, like I say, some Muslims, they pray 5 times a day, and each time it keeps them throughout the entire 24 hours to put their concentration on being grateful and thankful to God. And then those of you who don't go by tradition and go by religion, all that stuff, you know, you just stay focused and aligned, and you just take the time to say, oh, breather, I just took a breath. Thank you, God. I really appreciate that. And that helps and keeps you aligned. And when you're aligned and connected, like I said, you're able to love on yourself from within. Y'all got it? So y'all keep that in mind. I just want to come on here and tell you guys that today. I was sitting here and I was thinking, man, I'm so grateful. I was just remembering back when I didn't know how to love on myself. And when you'll know if you're not loving on yourself, because if you start doubting who you are and what you are capable of doing and being, then you're not loving on yourself enough. You just not. You're not loving on yourself enough. You hadn't learned how to do that. And it's an everyday thing. So in order to continue to love on yourself, you got to stay aligned and connected with the main source. Y'all got it? Remember that video I did, plug it in? You got to do that. So anywho, you guys, I just want to get on here and tell you, I don't know who this is for. I just want to tell you that you have what it takes. You skinny enough. If they say you ain't fat enough, you're fat enough, you're plump enough. If they say you ain't pretty enough, you're pretty enough. If they say your hair ain't long enough, your hair is long enough. I don't care if you're bald headed. Your hair is long enough, okay? I don't care if you got missing teeth. Listen, you have what it takes. You have what it takes. You're a bag of chips and a 3-liter soda and whatever favorite candy you like. Okay, just keep that in mind. And let's say this. I remember my daughter said something. I said I was placing some donuts in one of my canisters on my island in my kitchen, right? And once she said, "Oh, Mom, you put 10?" I said, "Yeah, I put 10 in there, right?" And I had a stack. And then she was like, "Well, make sure it's turned this way," because I had brownies and donuts in it. Y'all don't judge me. We love sweets around this house, okay? So she said, "Mom, won't you turn it so that you can see both the brownie side as well as the donut side?" I was like, "You're right." I said, "You learned from your mom. You got that fun way going." She said, "Nobody's perfect." I said, "Who told you that?" And I had to tell her that I'm perfect. And the reason why I can say I'm perfect, because I'm judging myself based on me. Now, if I was trying to compare myself to somebody else, then yeah, I may say that I have a flaw, that I may be quote unquote missing something. But when I go off of what God has told me, I'm perfect in just who I am. Who I am, the being that I am, I'm perfect. God didn't create nothing but perfection. And y'all remember that. Now, when you start looking at other people and comparing your apples to their oranges, then something gonna feel off. Okay? So remember, you are perfect in how God created you to think, to operate in your gift. Now, I'm not saying all this other extra stuff that comes with the ego. Now, yeah, there ain't nobody perfect when it comes down when you putting your ego in there. But when you talking about the gifts and talents that God has put in you so that you can bring out, that is perfect. Because God creates nothing but perfection. All the extra stuff that we pick up on the other hand, yeah, we ain't talking about that. We're talking about what He has placed within you. So y'all keep that in mind. You're wet, you're a bag of chip and a wet, 3-liter soda and a wet. Yeah, that favorite candy, what is a Snickers bar, Oreos, a Kit Kat, a Zero, dog, I went back, or whatchamacallit. Oh, I'm going all the way back. Well, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all keep that in mind. I'm already 11 minutes. Thanks so much for clicking on the button to hear what I had to say. But y'all keep that in mind. When you fail or you get to a point where you forget to love on yourself, God will always continuously love on you. And when you are not loving on yourself, He'll bring something around, gift you with something or do something for you to show you that He's loving on you. And not only when He's showing you that He's loving on you, He's reassuring you that you are enough, that you are worth it, that you have what it takes. Okay, y'all keep it in mind. That was actually the message in it. That when you fail, when you're not loving on yourself, God will always continue to love on you. That's the golden nugget, y'all. What it is again, when you are not loving on yourself, God will always continuously love on you. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go on that note. Thanks again for clicking on my channel with All Smiles Over Here. If you take just a little bit of what I'm telling you and apply to your life to the best of your ability, you won't ever have to mask a smile. Why? Because your smiles will always be genuine. Y'all take care. Be blessed. I need to get back to work. And I'll talk to y'all soon. Y'all know what's coming next. Ciao.